Alright everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the best crypto wallets, how Exodus Wallet works, and why use Exodus Wallet. So in the state of affairs that is right now with the government printing money, it's really important for you to keep your cryptos on the Exodus wallet, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I've got a lot of comments about like where to buy certain type of cryptos like Cardano, because Cardano isn't available right now in the United States. Well, it is available, but you just need to know where to find it, because if you're using Coinbase like I am, then you cannot get Cardano on Coinbase. And when you see Cardano's prices going up, you want in on that. So how do you get Cardano or any similar type of token that isn't available on Coinbase or any type of exchange that you're using? So one answer to that is Exodus. So I used Exodus to get Cardano, which I wasn't able to get on Coinbase. But a lot of people are asking me, how do I get certain type of tokens? So this entire video is dedicated to how to use Exodus wallet in order to get a token that you're not able to get anywhere else. Now, other than the Exodus wallet, you do have Ledger and Trezor, which are hardware wallets or cold wallets, compared to Exodus, which is a hot wallet. But hot wallets and cold wallets are both better than keeping it on exchange, because you have the access to the private keys. So I encourage you to watch this entire video, because not only are you going to learn how to use the Exodus wallet, but you're going to learn why it's so important to actually have an Exodus wallet, because it's going to be your new bank sooner or later when the US dollar falls. That said, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and also smash the notification bell, and let's jump in. Alright guys, so first thing you want to do is you want to go to exodus.com, this is exodus.com, it's a front page. You would hit the download button and it'll bring you to this download page. Now, I only recommend you to use the desktop. Why? Because mobile, it's a security risk. For me anyways, if I keep my Exodus wallet on my mobile and I lose my phone, then that's going to provide a security risk for someone stealing all my cryptos and all my assets if they manage to get into my Exodus wallet. So I only keep it on desktop because I don't look at it that much, and I only use Exodus when I'm exchanging for coins that I don't have access to on Coinbase. So I really only need the desktop version, so I suggest you only get the desktop version as well. With that said, once you have downloaded Exodus and open up the wallet, this is how it looks like. Now, I'm not going to go through the entire login process or sign up process with you, because that is pretty straightforward. I just want to not waste your time. But here is the portfolio page. If you hover over to the tab, it says portfolio. You see I have 3 assets here. Now, if you look down, these first 3 assets that I have, because I only have 3 assets in it, it shows the value. So it looks like I have like $500 something XRP, synthetics, and Ethereum, not that much Ethereum, and the portfolio composition in percentages. And it also has all these other coins here that you can take a look at. These are all the coins that Exodus supports, so that's pretty cool. And you can hover over your timeline to see how much it changed over the timeline that you're selecting. So if I selected 1 month, you can see that the change is $800 over that 1 month. So great time to be in cryptos right now. All right, now that we've got that down to a science, let's move over to the wallet. Just click this tab here that says wallet, and you'll go over to your wallet. You can see that you have options to send and receive. When you're sending, that means that you are withdrawing. When you're receiving, that means you are depositing. So let's click send. When you click send, you pretty much have an address. So you're going to copy the address from wherever you're sending it to. You're going to paste it here, and you could even use a QR code if you want to, I believe, but I never use that myself. You can collect half, all, or just put in an amount. I have nothing here, so it says not enough funds to send. But when you have funds to send, so this is what you use. But do recognize and look at the fee, because Cardano has a network fee, Ethereum has a network fee. Look at the fee to see how much it costs you. So using Cardano right now is really cheap. It's like 17 cents. But if you look at Ethereum, if you send on Ethereum is super expensive right now. It has $22.98. So using Ethereum right now, you can wait until that fee drops, but I don't think that's likely. But it is really expensive right now. So I see a lot of people getting off of Ethereum, which is why they're probably using Binance Coin a lot, because the fees are cheaper there. Now, if you go to receiving is much the same as depositing your coin. So Exodus gives you a Ethereum address. Copy this address to your exchange. So your exchange, on your exchange side, you will be sending instead of receiving. So you'll copy this address here that you see on the screen. You'll copy that over to your exchange with the right crypto. So if you're sending Ethereum, make sure you're sending it to Ethereum address, because if you send it to a different address, it might get lost forever. So it gives you that address to copy and paste to send, or it gives you that QR code so you can scan it if you're on the phone and you want to receive your cryptos on Exodus that way. Alright, so when you are in your wallet and you're under a token, you might see these 3 little dots here. And if you click on these 3 little dots, the important menu items are export address, export transactions, and view private keys. I don't know about all these other stuff because I never used them. But export address pretty much gives you the address that you can get in your send and receive. So you don't really need to worry about that. Export transactions is pretty good for taxes maybe, but you can also use Coin Tracker for your taxes. So I suggest using Coin Tracker. So you don't really need that either. But view private keys is what we want to focus on, because view private keys allow you to see your private keys. And what I mean when I say not your keys, not your cryptos, this is exactly what I mean. If you're on an exchange, you don't have your private keys because these private keys are belonging to the exchange. So they're not going to show you that. So it's really not your cryptos, but you have it here with Exodus. You have it here when you have your ledger or your Trezor. So you can really see your private keys. And the private keys, what they do is, as it says on Private Key Investopedia, a private key is a sophisticated form of cryptography that allows a user to access his or her cryptocurrency. Private key is an integral aspect of Bitcoin and altcoins, and its security makeup helps to protect a user from theft and unauthorized access to funds. So going back to Exodus, if you click view private keys, it'll give you like a warning if you're in private, because you really should be looking in private keys in private. You say yes, I'm sure, type in your password to unlock your wallet, unlock now, and this shows you the address and the private keys. And this may be white here because I'm not showing you my private key, I am hiding it, but you can see your own private key yourself. So now you understand why private keys are so important. Binance did a study and showed that 60% of users who are rookies and amateurs actually prefer to keep their cryptos in exchanges. That is completely unsafe because they don't have the private keys. So if you use PayPal to buy your cryptos, they don't give you your private keys. That means that anytime that PayPal decides they want to freeze your account, freeze your cryptos, you can't access them anymore, they can do that because they own your keys, they own your cryptos, even though you front run or you fronted the money to buy those cryptos for them. So it's really important to use Exodus or some sort of hardware wallet where you have control of the private keys, because that means that you control your cryptos. Right, so on some of these coins like Cardano, you can see this little percent sign. That means that you can earn rewards. That if you click on Cardano, you can see that I earn rewards of 4.26%, and this is usually by staking. Algorand has the same thing as 6.51%, so you could decide whether to buy these cryptos in order just to stake them and earn passive income. So if you go to Cardano, for example, click earn rewards, it will load up a rewards page and says that you can exchange your ADA. I haven't actually done this myself because I prefer to stake on my ledger, but if you want to stake easily, Exodus is the way to go. You can see the APY rate, type of passive income earning, the staking period, the minimum that is required to stake, and if you can go to calculate profit, you can actually learn how much you can potentially make. So if you deposited 10,000 ADA, then you had a potential profit of 4.26 ADA or $429 right now. Now this is projected to be more because this is taking the account of the price of ADA or Cardano right now. If price goes up, this is going to be even more. So if it goes to $100 or something, which is unlikely because there's so much ADA, we'll see. Then you take that price and you times it by 100, which is like 425,000 or something. So if you've noticed, this price fluctuates. It went from 429 to 425 to now 417. So it fluctuates, but if ADA goes up, then this will also go up. So I like to be fully transparent with you guys because if you're following what I'm doing, then I want to be completely transparent so you don't go anywhere wrong. That's how I am. But Exodus staking looks pretty simple. You can just click a couple buttons and have it fully staked. But like I said, I haven't used Exodus staking myself. I stake my Cardano on Ledger just because I'm a control freak, and because Exodus probably takes a cut, I'm not too sure, it probably takes a cut from the earnings just because they made things so simple for you to stake with them. But if you stake by yourself on Ledger, then you can probably get a higher return, probably like 1 or 2% more, because you see Cardano earns you 4.26% on Exodus. But if you stake by yourself, you can earn upwards of 6 to 7%, so like maybe 3 to 4% more, not that much, but it's mainly a problem of, are you a control freak or are you not a control freak? I'm a control freak, so that's why I do it this way. Another advantage of Ledger is that it's a cold wallet. Exodus is a hot wallet, and looking at this definition here, I just want to use this as a reference. Hot wallet refers to any cryptocurrency wallet that is connected to the internet, but hot wallets are also more susceptible to hackers, possible regulation, and other technical vulnerabilities. Cold storage refers to any cryptocurrency wallet that is not connected to the internet. Not connected to the internet. That's why cold wallets like the Ledger is so much safer than Exodus. Exodus was a cold wallet, then I would probably stake with Exodus, but that's not the case. So that's why I stake on my Ledger. So we're finally on the Exodus exchange. Exchange is where we can swap our tokens for another. So if I wanted to get Cardano in the US, where it's really hard to get because Coinbase doesn't sell it, that means that I will buy Ethereum on Coinbase, transfer that Ethereum to Exodus, and trade it here. So what I've done instead is I have another token, Synthetic. So I'm really just going to exchange Synthetics for another token. So let's say Balancer. If it was Cardano, which is temporarily available, I'll just select Cardano. If it was something else, Aave, I'll just select Aave. But it looks like only Balancer is available right now, so I'll just trade it for Balancer. And you can see that you can pretty much adjust this half minimum, and it adjusts the balance of what you're going to swap for. But notice that there is a small amount of Ethereum that you need in order to pay the fees, because in order to exchange on Exodus, you have to use Ethereum as gas fees. Gas is pretty much the fees that you have to pay to do the swap. So you need to put a small amount of Ethereum. That is why I always suggest buying Ethereum from Coinbase and transferring that to Exodus, because you're going to be paying the fees in Ethereum anyways. And lastly, we have Exodus rewards, which shows you all the coins that are stakeable with Exodus. And we have Exodus shares, which is buying shares of the company of Exodus. So it doesn't really attract me. So this is kind of something that you can ignore. Yeah, so I'm not sure how exactly Exodus makes money other other than staking, taking some fees off of staking and probably the gas fees, but I'm not sure what those shares are going to be worth, so that's why I'm out. So in 2010, right after the banking crisis, Congress passed the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Act. It introduced a new safety net for the bank called statutory bail-ins. If there's another crisis, the banks are now allowed to use your money to restructure themselves. In normal language, that's a Cyprus bail-in. The bank can take money out of your account to rescue themselves. So that's all I gotta say, guys. That's how to use the Exodus wallet, and that's how important it is to use Exodus or any other ledger or Trezor to be your own bank, to buy cryptos, to be your own bank. Because from what I just said, literally the US government can go into your bank account if they are in trouble and take your money to bail themselves out of the mistakes and problems that they themselves created. So this has happened in Cyprus, and it could potentially happen in the United States as well. But it is better to protect ourselves by getting into cryptos now and putting our money into safe havens like Bitcoin and in our wallets, our hot and cold wallets, and just preventing the government from reaching into our bank accounts because there's not going to be anything there in order to bail themselves out. So if you've learned anything from today's video, which I'm sure you did, please be sure to share this video, because the government taking money from our accounts, that's crazy. But other than that, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate your viewership. Other than that, if you can, please make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, check out these other videos on cryptocurrencies and passive income, and I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.